Corey White here with another day in the life of an EHS consultant. Today, I'm going to show you how I determine what personal protective equipment employees should be wearing at a facility. Let's get into it. So to determine what personal protective equipment is needed, I use a software program called Proact EHS. And within here, within the form builder, I created a custom form to determine what personal protective equipment I need. So within this form, I can come in here, add new, and I can also come and click in here and see what I had put in there before previously. So as we update things, we have a revision log within here. So I'm going to come in here and add new, and you're going to see that we've got our date, we've got a form identifier so if we had a lot of these, we could search them within the system. And then typically what I do is we figure out what we're going to be reviewing. Is it going to be a job, description of a class of employees? Is it going to be a single employee? Is it going to be maybe a specific location within the facility? Or is it going to be kind of the work site as a whole? So depending on the type of work that the client's doing, right? If it's construction or maybe it's manufacturing or maybe different parts within a manufacturing facility, we can choose these different options. And then from there, what we do is we just go through each one of the different hazards there. So we've got eye hazards. So here we're taking a look at things like chemical exposure, flying debris, impact. And then we're taking a look at things like the head, neck, face hazards. So again, are we looking at chemical exposures, impact, UV, electric shock? Next would be foot hazards. Again, what are we looking at? Are we looking at impact compression? Do they need steel-toed boots? Is there, slippery or wet surfaces? Do we need anti-slip boots as well? Same with hand hazards, taking a look at that. What's really the biggest risk? Do we have high heat, high cold? This really helps us determine what type of gloves we need, because sometimes we need high resistant for heat, but still need a lot of dexterity. So we can sort of make those decisions based on that. Body hazards, right? So depending on that, do we need to give employees uniforms? Do we need to give them things to keep them warmer, jackets, gloves, extra gloves, heated elements for within their jackets to keep them warm? The next one would be noise, just generally taking a look at noise. What are the decibels at generally, right? Do we need to do additional testing? Do we need to require hearing protection? And then finally, it's respiratory as well, right? Typically, there's particulate or chemical exposure associated with those. We put the person completing the assessment and the job title, and we'd save that. So let me show you what it looks like. For an actual client here. So what we did is we took a look at a job description for a class of employees. For eyes, there is a possibility of dust and flying debris due to plastic particulates. So safety glasses are going to be required. Head, neck, and foot, there weren't any concerns. But for the hand, some of the harder plastic pieces could be sharp. So we're requiring gloves when on the production line. Another thing that we took a look at is noise. So by the equipment, the noise range is between 75 and 100 decibels. So and it really depended on the material that was running. So for the most part, we did testing and it's over 85 decibels. So they either have to have the in-ear foam hearing protection or earmuffs in that area. There's no respiratory hazards there. But that's how we determined for one of my clients what personal protective equipment employees should be wearing. Thanks for watching.